Cynthia, hi.
Did you give me a message from your nieces?
Yes, I did. Well, it was my girlfriend's little girls just after they saw Wicked, and they said,
you have to be good and you have to be kind to everybody.
Whoa.
And she is a good witch.
I remember things like that.
Oh.
They're sweet, like they don't need to know that, but they just do. They got it. That was the thing that astounded me the most. They got it. These two sweet babies got it.
the new album is beautiful, but some of the lyrics, Cynthia, they're actually a little bit brutal. At one point, you open the album, I think, by saying, viciously unkind. I'm viciously unkind. I mean, did you think of softening it ever so slightly? Well-intentioned, but unkind. Like, what's your thought process?
So that is an interpolation of a song called Why, originally by Annie Lennox. It doesn't let me off the hook. Like, if that's me singing it, I'm very mad, I'm very blind, I'm very viciously unkind. It immediately says, I'm not always perfect, and I'm not always like the nicest person in the room, or sometimes I'm not necessarily my best self, but that doesn't mean that I can't see what's going on in front of me.
Well, forgiveness is such a huge theme of this album. Do you think it's a greater gift to be forgiven or to forgive?
I think it's different. I think it's a greater gift to the person who forgives. I think. Because there is a freedom that comes with deciding, you know what? I'm okay. It's okay. I forgive you.
Is that something that came naturally to you?
Now it does. Not necessarily, like, if you'd have asked me 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I would have said absolutely no. Yeah. And I'm a Capricorn, so I don't forget anything.
Let's get back to some of these lyrics. One lyric in particular that stuck out to me and hit me really hard. She has Vicks at the ready and her hand goes to my chest.
You know what Vicks is?
Of course I know what Vicks is. Of course.
It's that. It's like the tenderness, the intimacy of someone going, oh, okay, I'll go get the Vicks.
That's exactly what it is. It reminded me of my mum, even at 34 years of age. You know, if I have a cold or a sniffle or something, she'll be like, have you got Vicks? Immediately, on the text.
My mum is the same.
Yeah.
Did you have Vicks? Where's the Vicks?
Yeah.
Did you know it's something that will heal? Yeah. I'm so glad you said that.
Of course. What do you think is then the best way to be taken care of?
If someone just knows, oh, maybe should we go for a walk? Or we'll go for a drive. Well, maybe we'll sit and watch a movie. Do you want a snack? I'm going to get my snack and I'll get your snack. You know, it's that. Those little things, yeah.
Another theme throughout the album is really kind of this self-advocacy or self-love, I guess. So, Cynthia Erivo, what is your guide to self-advocacy?
To self-advocacy. First, I think it starts at knowing who you are, like making the discovery about who you are first, not in anyone else's eyes, but your own. Then there's the scary thing of going, I think there are some relationships that I need to let go of. And I think that's the guide, becoming brave enough to make the changes that you need in your life in order to get the things that you want, not just from your work or your creativity, but the people that you allow around you. Yeah.
I really want to talk about you and Ari because I got to see that beautiful bond, that friendship in person. Does she influence your art or has she?
Not necessarily, but I really appreciate and I treasure, I think the word is treasure, her opinion. I trust her ears. Like what she hears, I trust it, right? So if I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about this, I'll send it to her. I haven't listened to this. What do you think of this? You know, because not many people are made like her, you know? I think she understands how I'm made and I understand how she's made musically and the way we are creatively. So to be able to share some of that work has been really, really wonderful, actually. Yeah, she's one of a kind.
Well, Cynthia, I treasure these conversations that we have been so fortunate to have. Thank you so much for the chat again. And Vicks forever. Vicks forever.
Thank you very much.
Mwah.